back to the cone. We are back from our summer break. This is now season 3, I believe. Season 3 of the cone.
It is season 3. Hello, everyone.
How are you guys doing?
How are you all doing? Season 3. Our 11th episode, so I guess, that's
Third.
season 3. Yeah, wow, look at us.
Look at us.
We just keep on giving.
Free service to all Delft students.
So how are you doing, Emma?
I'm good. I'm really sad this summer is coming to an end now.
Gone by pretty quick, hasn't it?
All of a sudden, weather's shit. It's raining and windy.
No more beach days.
Sadly.
Yeah, back to reality a little bit.
I know.
I start on Monday.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
starts on Monday. Yeah. Well, gotta carry over that energy from the summer into the semester if you can.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah. Got one more year left. I just gotta do my best. Bash out one more year and then.
It would be a lot easier hopefully. If I knew there was Baupub happening.
Yeah, life without Baupub.
It's rough.
I mean, but are they not finding ways to come back?
I mean,
with that bar, it's going to be always tricky. But can't they have like an outdoor bar?
You can't have a Baupub, I think, in the Corona. I don't know if that's gonna. No.
It's like the most tightly packed pub in the whole of Delft.
Oh well, but
I mean, there's other bars open.
There's a lot of other fun things we can do. We don't have any prepared right now.
Off the top of your head, though.
Off the top of my head.
What's one fun thing you can do in the week?
You can still go to a bar. There are other bars that are open.
Okay, what's your favorite go-to bar?
Okay, my favorite go-to bar in general would be Mono, but that's in Rotterdam. So if you are, that's actually trip to Rotterdam or The Hague.
We went the other week and we had some really nice falafel because there was a little stall. Yeah, so
Mono, if you are going to Mono these days, the falafel is excellent. I can vouch for it. And I think so can you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It paired well with a nice lager.
Yeah. So guys, get a falafel at Mono.
And the chips as well the vegan mayonnaise.
Yeah, the chips
which I was surprised was very good. That vegan mayonnaise.
I know.
But that's next episode.
Next
episode we're gonna do a veganism one, which I'm quite excited about.
I'm quite excited about it also.
Of course you are, Mr. Vegan. And also, when you come out the station, walk through the new allotment bit. With the pears and the apples, the orchard bit.
Oh, you mean that little garden?
It led on from like the Yellow Bridge to
onto the
like some train platform.
I'm not sure what it is exactly.
It was a cool little journey.
Yeah, and then it looked like it was like a little community garden that we found there.
Yeah, I think so.
Onto the main topic of this episode, we are welcoming 2 guests from the Indian Student Association, ISA, and we have a chat with them about what they do, what events they organize, and a little bit about the cultural exchange that is happening here in Delft.
Yeah, they talk a lot about Indian food. It's nice.
We hope you guys enjoy this interview and this conversation, and off to the episode.
Yeah, here it is.
Hello and welcome to the podcast, Vivek and Siddharth. How are you guys doing?
Totally great. How are you doing today?
Yeah, also very good.
Good, yeah. Thanks for coming on our podcast.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for the invite. And that was a pretty good dinner before this.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, any guest who comes on our podcast gets a dinner beforehand. So
for anyone that's thinking of coming on. But we cooked curry for 2 Indians and they liked it. So.
They approved, so...
Yeah. Yeah, tell us, Vivek, who are you?
Yes, I am Vivek. With respect to ISA, I am the president of the association currently, of this board.
Yes.
The board of 2019-20. But as a person, I come from the southern part of India. Mm-hmm. I've done my mechanical engineering as bachelor's and here at TU Delft for my master's in transport, infrastructure and logistics.
Yeah, okay.
As a person, I like to travel. I'm a foodie and traveling, like I enjoy basically to like to explore the new culture, interact with people. I like solo traveling.
Yeah. He's known for that.
And I've been to around 17 countries right now.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you said
Every continent?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
So, hey guys, I am Siddharth. I am the cultural events coordinator for this year, and I'm doing my master's in architecture. I did my bachelor's in India, worked for 2 years, and then I was like, okay, now I think need something new in life. So
Yeah.
here I am. I am mostly like, I just like to do a lot of things. So I do a lot of filmmaking. So that is what I like. That's just me. Like in association also, even I'm the cultural events coordinator. I would make short films and do photography and everything for us. So that's me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of Indian students in Delft, right? How many? Do you have an idea how many Indian students we have here?
Yeah, at any point of time, just considering the masters, we have around 800 plus, considering the first year and the second year. But if you consider the PhD students as well as all others, in all kinds of students of TU Delft, it crosses 1,000 plus.
Oh.
1,000 plus Indian students in total.
At any point of time, you
okay,
have
okay.
1,000 plus Indian students.
It's funny because you remember IP week a year from now.
Yeah.
We had this talent show and everyone renamed it because it was IP Got Talent, and everyone renamed it Indians Got Talent because the Indians were the only ones that were brave enough to go up and sing in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It was a good day. That
I can say
there's
that.
a lot of you. That's for,
I think last year the winner was also Indian. She was a singer.
Oh yeah. I think that might be true. So what do you guys do in the ISA? So I'm guessing you guys organize events. What else do you guys do?
See, the basic, the motto of us having the ISA, or the Indian Student Association, is that people coming from India, for most of them at least, it is for the first time they're coming out of the country.
Yeah.
So it's a completely different culture, completely different environment in terms of work as well as personal life. So, and we being Indians, like we are kind of deep rooted with our culture when it's lifestyle, food or anything. So like just to give them to keep in touch with their own country or culture and the activities and festivals, food. So that is the main motto, make them feel home to some extent at least.
Yeah.
And apart from that, what you can say, exhibiting or integrating the Indian culture or in this in international community, you can say, because I think people enjoy the Indian food. Like coming from other countries, they do enjoy Indian food, Indian dance, Indian music. So maybe give them a feel of it a bit.
Home away from home.
Yeah.
So you guys try to make it easier for Indian students who come here to
Yes.
feel welcome.
Bridge the gap.
Like even like there are many people who feel like homesick. Oh, I'm away from home. Like usually when we are in India, we are used to staying with our parents or someone who's there, and when you're all the way halfway around the globe and you're like, oh, I don't know anyone. So our main motto is like people should not feel like, oh, they are trapped in this country alone. There's like at any given point in time, you walk into even a Yumbo, you would see one Indian.
That's very true.
Yeah. And like since you meet people so much often that you're like, oh, I know him by face. I might not know his name, but I at least know him by face. So you just say hi, wave, and we organize a lot of events where they'll be like, hey, you were in my own IP team. Oh yeah, I have seen you here. And then that's how networking starts. So it's just opportunities for people. Like, of course, you're celebrating. Like India is so diverse that there are so many different festivals. Like
Lots of fun ones as well.
Yeah, so we do a lot of different festivals.
So those are the events that you organize. You organize festivals in Delft that are like Indian festivals.
Yeah, so we actually do 2 types of festivals.
Okay.
We do professional events and we do cultural events.
Okay.
Cultural events are more about doing festivals, celebrating the varied festivals. Like if you see an Indian calendar,
a lot of
We have
festivals.
a lot of holidays.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
A lot
So
of
A lot of holidays.
Now you gotta enjoy life also, you know?
yeah, and like since so diverse, there's always some other festival coming up which is for a part. Like of course, since so diverse, there's always like Like I'm from Mumbai, there are people from South, there are people from North. They each celebrate different festivals.
Yeah, of course.
So we do varied amount of festivals in that, and in professional we do quite some other work too.
Yeah, because like coming from India again, your educational system is a bit different over there.
Yeah.
So the educations like in other countries, there's a gap.
How's it different?
You can say the things over here are a bit more flexible and proactive. In India, most of the things we get as a package.
As a package, I see.
Yeah. So if
It's like
I choose,
more like a school.
yeah, you can say that. Nowadays, like the education system is changing, and recently we had a change in the education policy. But
Right.
sorry.
Oh, right. I just.
Yeah, the recent one. But yeah, still there is a gap where people need to get used to this. Where, for example, TU Delft, when you come over here, everything is in your hands. You need to choose the course which you want. You need there's a lot of options. So
a lot of responsibilities as well.
Yeah, and there is this gap of skill development which you might need. Maybe new softwares. Maybe in terms of connecting you with the Indian alumni. Yeah, that is where our professional events come into picture.
Okay.
We help them bridge this gap. And
we do a lot of skill development workshops in there, like teaching them different software.
maybe latex software which they are not used to, or we have this something called X Talks, where the Indian alumni who are working in the industry currently, they come over and they talk about their experiences in TU Delft. How did they get over?
I see, that sounds
So
good.
yeah, that networking, those networking events help people a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say I went to the Diwali last year.
So did I.
Yeah, we both went actually.
I felt like the only white person there, though.
Yeah. But, I think there were a few also. I mean, you guys are also try to make these all open to
Yeah, it's like
to,
in our
non-Indians,
events,
right?
it's not like our always events are about welcoming people. Like India is about welcoming people. We don't
exactly,
discriminate
yeah.
whether you are from India or whether you are from any part of the country. It's open for all the people. It's just that sometimes the events are very like cultural specific. That's why internationals feel a little shy.
Yeah.
But then recently, like in February, we had planned an event which was called as the Indian Cooking Workshop, which was for internationals.
Actually, yeah, I would be interested in this also, to be honest.
When was it?
It was I think it was in April or February.
No, it was planned, but because of the COVID
cancelled, so
restrictions,
yeah.
If in fact the registration had also started, but we had
a
cancelled
full
it.
house of 25 people. So the whole idea was that all the internationals come. They get one
would be
Indian
great.
chef who teach them one dish.
Amazing.
Just like 4 people get one chef who teaches them the food, and then they just make all the other dishes together, and then they just eat it together.
Yeah.
So it was like really a good workshop which we had planned. But of course, since COVID happened, we were like, okay, it's not worth a risk. But of course, we're gonna do it next year for sure.
Nice.
Were you a chef, Sid? Or Vivek?
He's more
you
of
good
a
cooks?
Yeah, I cook a bit.
Yeah.
At least
like
people.
he's known for his chicken biryani.
Okay.
And I say
Interesting.
if it's chicken biryani, it's coming from him.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Do you cook for the whole of the ISA?
Yes,
committee?
actually, there was this board dinner. That was an interesting day. Like when there was a board transition from the previous board to our board.
Yeah.
So both the boards came
okay, that's
together
nice.
where biryani was cooked for all.
I thought biryani was quite the process also, no? Isn't it like you have to do it in... It takes a while, no?
Yeah, it takes quite a while depending on the meat. Yeah, I think not less than 2 hours maybe.
Oh, okay, well, okay.
For the entire process, yeah, but
Quite
it's
a
good.
commitment. But I also, I mean, it's very delicious. So
We both enjoy cooking a lot.
I like a good biryani also.
Yeah. I think if you had come for the Diwali event,
Yeah.
there was biryani.
Yeah, okay, I have one complaint. They did not have... I didn't reserve any food at that event.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't
It was
get
your
any
own fault.
food also. To be fair, yeah, it was my fault. I didn't reserve any food. But
I told you to as well.
yeah, you did tell me actually. Yeah. Did you get food?
I'm pretty sure I said it on one of the episodes.
Actually, you're right. Yeah, I think you
I was
might have.
like, you can register here.
Yeah, we did actually. We did advertise the Diwali on our podcast
Must have been
also.
the second or third.
Really?
yeah,
That
great.
was so nice.
No, but yeah, it's Indian food, so it's in quite a demand. We did have a few margin for non-registered this one,
Yeah.
but it was sold out pretty fast.
Yeah. I noticed. I noticed.
So if you had come, you must have enjoyed the music, the Bollywood.
Yeah, we did.
music.
Yeah.
In the sweaty theatre at the top.
It
It was very hot.
It was very hot.
Like before the DJ started, it was pretty well.
Yeah.
But of course, like if you are sitting inside, you got a seat. There were like, since like we couldn't like really host in a bigger place, we had a space restriction. I think we had around only 300 people inside, but then there were more than 200 people outside the theater hall where we had to...
I was outside the theater because I didn't go there early enough also.
like totally it was not like that is the best we could do in that
No, I mean,
part
fair.
of it.
I think you guys obviously had like a lot more people coming than you probably expected, right?
Yeah, actually, we had a few participants, like few audience registered. So we had planned for that, and the non-registered entries were a lot more than we expected.
But yeah, we also tried, like we were doing online streaming of the same thing outside, so the people who are not able to come in. So we always try these different tactics where we just like the people who have not registered but they can still enjoy.
I mean, maybe this year the Diwali is going to be a bit less full of people, I guess, for the corona, right?
It is really dicey situation right now. And like it's like we wanted to do a bigger event because the
last time was like
because the ambassador was the chief guest
The
last
Indian
time.
Embassy ambassador was there last time. He totally enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
And then that time he said that okay, if you go doing it next year, you have our full support.
And it's like you book. We were allowed to book a bigger location, and they would sponsor it. All those plans were there, but unfortunately, currently with the restrictions.
What would be the go-to venue?
Go-to venue, there are multiple locations.
Multiple options. We can book the entire Ola, but that is okay, the people are very far, but then we could have booked like the entire X or something like that.
Oh, cool.
And the Pate,
That would be good.
The Pate?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
they also offer few halls, and quite a few locations are there. The Pate, they do the Pate.
Well,
So
what
but
a shame that is.
Well, when is it again? I've forgotten.
It's
It
in
usually is
the
in
winter, right?
November.
November.
Yeah, right. Okay. We've still
and
got some
for
time.
us
Maybe
internally,
it'll be all right.
hopefully we are keeping our fingers crossed.
guys.
If some restrictions are
Because this year we had like there were like this year we were very experimental with the events which we did. So usually there is a set of events they do, like Holi. Holi is one of the biggest events which ISA does, which was like in the entire X, they have like entire courtyard is booked, and there are a lot of people who come. And even internationals love Holi.
just for clarification, Holi is the festival of colors.
Yeah, I see. I saw. I knew it's about the painting throwing at each other. Then I
It's
saw.
about throwing colors.
Yeah.
And so of
But
course,
that's more of an outside event,
Outside
right? So that'd be
event,
more likely
yes.
to happen.
no, Holi we cancelled it. It was supposed to be in May, but unfortunately we had to cancel
okay,
it
but-
because
Corona.
Yes, actually that was also an embassy event.
Oh, I see.
So
we had quite a lot of opportunities this year where the embassy was ready to support.
Well, okay, but this support is the connection to the embassy is still there, right?
yes,
So whenever we can have bigger events, you guys get the support from the embassy, right?
we are sure about that. We will be having it.
That's comforting to hear. So it's not we haven't missed out on anything.
No,
it's
no.
all postponed.
It's all possible.
Just postponed.
It's going to be even bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be.
It can happen.
Okay.
Because Diwali is something special for us as a board internally, because that's a transition event. And the new board and the old board do it together, where the handover of responsibilities happen. So it's close to us also.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like we are totally like we are keeping our finger crossed that we do it this year. Like, but then it's like, of course, Corona happened, things changed. But then I think we were just a little sad in the start. But then we have done a lot of events even during COVID. Like even though if it was online, we had quite some events which we pulled off and people were really happy.
Okay, what though?
So for a recent example, I would give you, there was something we did as online gig. So the online gig was about, we collaborated with 4 other associations from Netherlands.
Across Netherlands, 4 other universities.
Oh,
So it was university. So it was ISA Twente, it was ISA Amsterdam, it was Eindhoven, and even the embassy supported this event. And we had like around more than 16 to 18 participants, including group and music, group performances and music performances, like solo performances. So it had like varied categories where people just showcase their talents. We even had like because it was online, it was so flexible. Our MC was sitting in Moscow, The few participants are in India. We had a participant who's sitting in Toronto and performing. So,
That's crazy.
like, even though
Very
COVID
international.
made us apart, but the online medium just connected us back. So,
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, so like it was like COVID, like we took it as a kind of a doing an online event as an advantage, as a plus point rather than holding us behind.
Yeah.
we took it up as a challenge.
And it was actually the ambassador gave the welcome speech, and they were
really?
sitting at his house. So it was a really good one.
Zoom
it.
makes it possible.
Yeah.
Thank God for Zoom.
So how are you guys organized? How are you guys yourself organized amongst yourself? Because obviously these events, they take quite a lot of like preparation and organization. How is this organization structured?
We have a board of 11 members, and it's like 9 of them are the board members and 2 of them are alumni advisors. The board structure changes with some small changes based on the learnings of that year every year. But yeah, currently we have like the one is the chairman's post, and then we have the events team, 2 professional coordinators and 2 cultural coordinators, and we have a general secretary and an internal affairs manager and a digital media coordinator. Yeah. So basically we divide activities based on any you can say any organization, one who handles the external affairs with all other associations, with the companies maybe, and one who takes care of the office. We have an office for ourselves. So all the office affairs, maybe the board meetings is taken care by a person. And we have this person who takes care of the finances.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the way it is organized.
So how many people are you then in the organization?
It's 11 members.
11. Okay, 11.
And then you have like a fresh board every year.
Yes, we have a fresh board every year. And the previous board, like we organize a recruitment process. It has official job descriptions. People come over for interviews. And just to give you an idea of it, when our board was recruited, we had a set of interviews plus a group activity.
Okay.
Nice.
So we were given a task and just we were evaluated based on how we were handling our own roles.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice.
So yeah.
And how about the? So we already were talking about Corona earlier. How's the COVID-19 been for the Indian students here, or how has it affected India in general? I mean, this must have been quite a difficult time. I mean, it is a difficult time for everyone, but how's it been for the students? Because you guys are obviously like close to that.
Yes, actually, when the COVID has been pretty difficult for all of us. Back in India, the number of cases initially it was being handled pretty well, but as you all know, it's densely populated, and with the area we have, it started multiplying, like increasing quite fast there. But over here, as an Indian student, the main concern was we pay a lot per year as a tuition fee.
Of course, right? Yeah.
So
Double figures.
It's 9 times the figure.
Yeah.
It's
9 times.
18,750 euros per year. So when you pay that and come out, it's for the overall experience that you pay.
And then when you don't have that experience, you want to pay less, obviously.
Yeah.
Or like you don't get what you pay for, actually.
Exactly. I know like the universities also, the hands of the university are tied because they can't go beyond a point with providing the facilities. But it feels really hard for us because also most of them come on education loans over here.
Yeah.
So need to pay.
So it's a larger loan that you have to pay at in the end, and also study delays. It's like a big problem also.
Yes.
Has there been much conversation about reducing, like possible reductions of the fees? Or
Yes, a lot. More than anyone can imagine, because
with the university though, like
with the university, with our own embassy, and in fact through a tweet we contacted an MP of the Netherlands Parliament.
wow.
So we have tried all ways possible, because we had a video conference with the vice rector, trying to discuss about what ways we can overcome this. But from their side, it was not really possible for them to reduce, because for them the overhead costs was still applicable. But then there was some confusion where we thought the government is deciding the fee. So through a tweet, we contacted one of the MPs, and he clarified that it's not the government, but the institution decides the fee for the internationals.
So it is TU Delft. It's in TU Delft's like possibility to reduce it also.
Yes, exactly.
But they need the money as well.
Yeah, they need the money. So
which
what we
makes
did,
this whole thing difficult.
Also,
yeah.
there's a lot of Indian students, so actually a lot of internationals in general, I think, in this university. So
Yeah,
it is quite a lot of
It is.
money for
It is,
them
it is.
also, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Where
tried.
most of
all
their money
the-
comes from.
Yeah.
Actually, we wrote a joint letter.
Unfortunately.
The international, for example, the Latitude,
Yeah.
the ISA, and a few the DIS, the International Student Society of
Yeah.
Delhi. Yeah, so we all wrote a joint letter to the vice rectors, like stating the MP's tweet and our own hardships.
Yeah.
But it was not possible, like
It's not
for them to change the fee.
They have not
no.
budged.
No.
Yeah, we
Not a
tried.
euro less that you have to pay.
Yeah, we tried all the ways possible, but yeah, sometimes you just can't go
Just
beyond.
life.
Yeah. What about like going home? Because I think a lot of Indian students. I mean, before the started, did a lot of people go
Yeah,
back
there
home in
were
anticipation,
quite
or
people who went back to India.
and are now stuck there because they can't
Yeah.
go back, right?
Yeah, like my
Yeah.
friends, few of friends went in February. They wanted to come back so badly, but then now it's been like they almost they couldn't sublet their houses. And now their whole rent for like around 5 to 6 months was wasted, and they
Wow.
pay like around 500 euros
For
per
an
month.
empty
Empty
house.
room.
It's been the same
Okay.
with a lot of people.
It was quite a
Yeah.
challenge for them also.
And what about people who want to go back now? What about people who want to go back now? They can't go back.
No, it's just
Like
not
there's no
possible.
flights, right?
No,
is there any
but-
flights back to India already, or
Emergency flights?
Yeah, emergency flight, you can say no. Actually, it has moved from emergency flights to scheduled flights,
Oh, okay.
but the frequency is less.
okay, yeah.
But
So
that's-
it's quite expensive still to come
It's
home. if
expensive,
you
but
wanna
the
go home.
more than the price part, the difficulty is the quarantine that applies there. There's an institutional quarantine mandatory. So 2 weeks you need to be in an institution or a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Quite
make
strict.
sense.
And flights from India to here are now possible, or
Yes, it is
yeah,
possible
that's also
because
possible,
almost the incoming students for the current year,
Yeah.
they've all come over.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Like they have started coming over now. Majority would come around like mid-September or something like that.
But on a positive note, this has led us to do some creative events, creative activities for ourselves. For example, like we connect with the Indian students like who are coming over here as a
Okay.
new admit since maybe January or February itself. So they are in touch with us almost for 6 months before coming. So we provide them with all kinds of information, support, the kind of transition that they want.
Yeah.
And Siddharth's like he did this Life in Delft video
so
series.
we did there were a lot of queries. So what we did is we did a
I think I saw one
YouTube
of
series
these,
called
yeah.
as Life in Delft, and that was basically sharing people's experiences of how they have lived here, how they transitioned over here, and it covers a lot of topics from housing issues to food issues to cultural issues. Yeah, it was quite some. So we did around like 7 video series, each of like
episodes.
yeah.
Like it, yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
it was quite appreciated by the incoming people, and like it has crossed like 500 views, 600 views.
Oh, wow.
already.
Do
It's
you
a
guys
big number.
do you guys also help then the Indian students that want to come to Delft, like with admission or like other procedures and stuff? Like do you focus on the students who are here?
No, we focus on the incoming students
Okay.
also, but admission process itself, because we can get in touch with them once they are already
Okay.
admitted into TU
I see.
Delft.
I see.
Yeah, so that is how we float our group links, ask them to join the group. Yeah, currently before coming here, we have around 395 students on one Telegram group
Wow.
And
to
they-
whom we provide information.
yeah, and they're like daily around like 100 200 questions which they post, and then we try to answer.
Yeah, that is where we try to standardize stuff instead of repeating the questions. Like then, like the Life in Delft, it answers most of the common questions.
Yeah, I see.
And then we also made like a PDF, like a I would say a compiled version of all the queries, which is a step-by-step procedure.
A booklet
Yeah,
for them.
we made like a booklet which says almost everything, like what food, if you want to, like if you say, oh, do I get Indian spices, there's a section over there, it'll tell you which place to go.
Oh wow!
Very nice.
And where do I go for Indian spices?
You have this on the Dehon Passage.
The Turkish stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go there.
Those are the places that we go to. So
What about the market on Thursdays and Saturdays?
Yeah, actually you get in market like in Thursday markets and Saturday markets, there's this one guy who comes and he sells all the Indian spices too.
Oh, nice.
And you get it for like a cheaper price. I think
Yeah,
for
very
€2, you get like a good amount.
Do you have a
For
favorite
a
Indian spice? One that you would recommend every Indian student has to get? Or what is the combination or spice blend?
Combination, like I have a whole box of spices because I like to grind it freshly every time I cook.
Oh wow.
So for me, pepper and cumin.
Cumin, okay,
Yeah,
cumin. It's got to be
Here it's
That's kind of a my favorite
Yeah,
combination.
cumin was also in the dish earlier.
Yeah.
Komeinzard, I think it's his name.
You mean mustard seed? I think. Oh no, is it?
Mustard.
That's where it
Mustard
comes
seeds
from.
is
I think it
different
is.
and cumin seeds are different.
Yeah,
right?
mustard.
Oh
like,
no, I think you're right. It's cumin seed. Yeah, cumin seed. What do you?
Komeinzard.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and what's it called?
The trickiest thing, learning the names of the spices.
Fenugreek. Also, big fan of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all thing.
We call it the methi seeds.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of good spices anyway. A lot of good Indian spices.
Yeah. And depending on your region, the kind of combinations and
Everything
we
changes.
have, it changes. So
So you guys also try to welcome for the events. Do you try to integrate the non-Indian students also, right? Or do you advertise it outside the Indian community as well, or do you?
So the the Instagram page where we actually mainly put all the marketing events, it's open for all.
Yeah.
Like
So you guys.
if there is a person like if Tom like he came for the Diya event, it's open for everyone.
Yeah.
It,
I invited a lot of my friends that are non-Indians, and they were like, "Why would we come to this?" I'm like,
Like-
why not?
yeah, so it's like recently
Good
it is
food and
changing,
dancing.
like because we had a lot of collaborations with ESN lately, where
Which
the
is the
it's a
Erasmus
Erasmus
Student
network.
Yeah.
program. Okay, yeah.
So we had like the Indian cooking workshop was planned with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to do this a lot, and like we have our own friend circle, and where they like to invite them, like so like how Tom came for our event. I think he had a lot of like you had a lot of people in your own IP team.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you should come. So yeah, it's not that we restrict it, and we try to promote it also whenever possible.
Did you get any feedback from the international students?
yes, we did get a lot of feedback from them because the last year was one of the events where we had a lot of internationals over there. As I said in the beginning, like apart from helping our own the Indian community over here, it is more about connecting with the internationals, trying to integrate the culture, you may say, or introduce your own this one. So yeah, we did get a feedback that they enjoyed the event a lot. It was like one of the words used was it was crazy party, especially the sweaty Bollywood night that we had. And
They're all
one
crazy.
it was. But one small complaint that we get is your food is spicy.
I don't think that's a complaint. I mean, it's maybe
Was he being ironic?
Yeah. No, see what happens is like
people underestimate what. Spicy.
and I think we ourselves
They-
underestimate or overestimate.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it, but it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, you say it's mild, but
Yeah,
then
it's mild.
It's Indian mild.
Indian mild.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah, and
European
everybody has a
spicy.
different level of handling spiciness.
Spices, yeah.
But like now, you won't believe like I am so often to like inviting my other friends, like even internationals at my place for dinner. I have this one friend who used to, I would say, if on a scale of 1 to 10, if she used to have like around at a scale of 2, now she can handle a spiciness of 6. And like
Perfect.
now I just
Nice.
introduced her to Dosa, and now she's so crazy about it that she's like, Sid, next time we just making a good dosa.
okay. I have a question. How do you do your dosa at home? Because you need like a big pan, no? At least the one time I had it, it was like a really large.
Dosas are of very different scales. They come from small scale.
Okay,
It can go up to a table long
Okay.
dosa.
I had the table long dosa. Well, not table long, but like very very large dosa.
Because we have this interesting restaurants back in India, which a single restaurant sells 56 types of dosas.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like
So-
even the dosas in Hague, like there are few shops in Hague, few restaurants I would say, who are in Hague, and they have at least 40 to 50 types of different dosas.
Okay, so now that we're talking about restaurants, I am personally a big fan of Indian cuisine. Where in Delft can I get any? Because I don't think I've seen a like affordable Indian restaurant in Delft that is like very good. I don't
Or
know.
if not Delft, is there any
Maybe
go-tos
in
The Hague?
Rotterdam or The Hague? Yeah. What are the places where if I want to get authentic Indian food, where do I go?
See, what I can say is within Delft, we have a couple of restaurants.
Yeah.
Bombay Corner is one of them,
Yeah.
and the Maharaja somewhere in the center, that is one of them. But these restaurants are a bit expensive. But if you want a very authentic food, if you go to The Hague, there is one called the Krishna Vilas.
Okay.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Yeah, there you have a lot of variety of South Indian food and a bit some of North Indian cuisine also. And
Sarvana Bhavan.
Sarana Bhavan.
Oh, actually, I think I've been to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've been to
And
that one.
Sarvana Bhavan is all over Europe.
Yeah, it's a big chain, right?
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Yeah.
So both are
And it's quite affordable, I think. Also, like it's
Yeah,
not-
it's,
for
it's
Indian
fairly
food.
priced, I would say.
Yeah, it's for Indian food. I think
Like
it's
I
good.
usually go there once in 3 months, and it's
Yeah.
quite satisfying.
Yeah.
But when you call affordable for Indians, it depends, like, because now that we have been staying here for a year, that euro to Indian rupees conversion has stopped. But initially,
Yeah.
Of course.
I heard it got quite bad for Indians in terms of the conversion
It's
rate,
in
right?
January, till January, they have predicted it will hit 100 rupees per euro.
Ooh, so now it's like 80, right?
89, 88, something
Right
like that.
now it's
Wow,
88.
okay.
When we came, it was
Was-
80. It was 79, 80.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, someone said it was divided by 80.
Yeah, that was probably
Yeah.
kind of said, yeah.
yeah, and with this food, when you tell affordable, just to give you a glimpse of it, one dosa over here is around 9 euros, 8.5 to 9
Yeah.
euros.
Right,
That would
sounds about
approximately
right.
convert to 970.
800. I would say 700, 600 rupees. And in India, you can get a good dosa also at probably 40 rupees, 50 rupees. You can also get it at 100 rupees.
Yeah,
Right?
but
So I get like 20 dosas in India for one dosa
Yes, this is and
here.
Yeah, and this is
Crazy.
when we talk about the Indian restaurants. But dosa, when it is made at home in India, it is still cheaper. Like I think
Yeah,
a
of
month of
course.
dosas,
Yeah.
1 month full of dosas can be had
Wow.
with. So yeah, when you tell affordable, it depends.
Yeah.
Depends. Okay.
That's why we always prefer to cook at home because
Yeah,
it's
of course.
I would say it's better than eating at restaurants or going outside and probably having
Also
cafes.
more affordable for students.
Yeah, and just to give you a tip, maybe like if you're a fan of dosas and you want an affordable version of it, there are ready to cook mixes.
Okay.
So MTR,
Yeah,
one of the
MTR.
brands.
Yeah.
So you just mix it with water, pour on the
Yeah, mix with water and yogurt.
yogurt. Yeah,
Yeah,
That
water
is
and
optional.
yogurt. In 5 minutes, ready. Just put it on a pan.
So
Put whatever veggies you want. If you want, like what we usually do is something called as masala dosa, which is basically taking potato and mixing it with little herbs, cooking it a little bit, and then just putting it over dosa.
So
Oh,
yeah.
sounds
So
good.
again, price comparison: 2.5 euros. You can make around 20 dosas.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds good.
I have a question. So Vivek, you're from the south of India, right? And
Yeah.
You're from Mumbai, so
Yeah.
north.
Actually, no, it's the
Which-
south.
Southwest.
Also southwest. They're both in the south.
No, I'm not
north
from
and-
south.
South to not the west of India. You can.
I
say.
would say I'm
Middle.
probably in the middle.
Middle, yeah. I
So
think
you have the
Mumbai.
triangle, right? Is it above the triangle?
I would say if you say it as a diamond shape,
Diamond.
he's on the bottom and I'm on the.
The western part, in terms of culture division or region division, you can say Mumbai is the west.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it-
Okay, well, either way. Okay, so you're saying Mumbai is better.
Sorry.
The food.
The
so sorry, I
food,
didn't actually
okay.
get to my question.
What was your question?
Where
Tom?
is the food better?
So
I-
where is the food better, in the north or the south?
I think it's a controversial question.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, I
different.
love
It's very
Fight, guys.
I would say, like, of course, being from the south, my food is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I would say one thing. From where I am from, I get all the foods, like north food, south food, like coastal food. I get everything. So I
Right,
would say
of course.
probably Mumbai is better because you get everything.
although I'm from the south, I love Mumbai. I love Siddharth's place.
Yeah, nice.
I've been there for 5 years, and
Yeah,
that
okay.
city has an energy of its own, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you walk on the street, like when I came here, I am usually hungry at like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and in India back, you could get a meal at night 2 o'clock also.
Yeah,
A good
yeah,
meal.
of course. What about the like cultural divide within the association? Because I know there's like obviously there's North Indian, South Indian, like you say West also, and like is there like I guess when you're all here in Delft, you're all just Indian.
Yeah.
There's not like camps of like North Indians or South Indians. No.
Yeah, see, in general, like when you have 1,000+ students, of course, the bit of cultural divide will be there when you see people hanging out together. But as an association, I don't think there's any difference because we just call Indians. It's a fair recruitment process where everyone who is interested can apply for.
Yeah.
So.
There has never been like, oh, you are North Indian and I'm South Indian.
Yeah, because regions, religions, India is diverse in all ways. So.
Like there's 26 different languages and there's so many different states with so many people. Of course, you'll come here, you won't find. Yeah, people do sometimes like hang out with like-minded people, like from their own religion. But when you are out of country, those religions and those are just for names, like.
Yeah, especially when you're here in the Netherlands.
Yeah, like here, if I see an Indian, oh, dude, like in India, we have say, bhai bhai. Bhai bhai is like brother.
Oh,
so
really? Okay.
he's like, I would just look at him and like, yeah, he's my brother. So we won't say that like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I like that mentality.
Yeah.
So yeah. When is you guys, okay, just because we were talking about food, when you guys are you guys doing online cooking events or something like this? Because I would like a cooking. I want to get my Indian cooking to the next level.
Like cooking is something which you can experience the best when it is cooked in front of you. You are taking the aroma of it, the smell of it. So converting that into online is a very challenging topic.
But we can give it a try. Why not? He's the right person. He's the relevant.
I am very spontaneous with ideas. Like, okay, this
putting
sounds...
the idea out there. You guys can.
I think we can try to make something out of it. Like, of course, we were trying to do the Indian cooking workshop offline. Yeah, if there's a possibility to do it online, like, of course, we prefer it offline with less people also. Like, what we are hoping that if once the restrictions ease out a little bit, things become a little easier on people, like where okay, this guy is a little safer. Yeah, we could have done it offline too, like with less people. Like we don't even think that, we want to make grand events only. Like we are even happy with people of 25 or 20 or 10 or 5. So the number, like it has never been a number for us. It has always been if it's more of quality which we try to do in our events than the quantity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's anything, you both are invited first.
Oh yeah. So we got to be first on the guest list.
Yes. And on the food reservation.
Of course.
You're not making that mistake.
No, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
make
maybe
that
we can
mistake.
invite you over for a dinner sometime.
Yeah.
I would love
that.
More than anything.
Yeah.
Do you have maybe like a blog or anything for recipes?
Any place where you recommend where I can go to find the authentic Indian recipes?
We have a lot of websites for that, but yeah, maybe
But
we
like
can
your own one.
No, own one of ISA.
Yeah, why not? Or just like a platform for everyone to share their favorite recipes. And then
Like what we recently did is like we
turning into like a pitch.
we recently actually started a Discord server which is called as ISA Chill server where we have different channels. So there is actually a cooking channel where people daily cook and they just share their, this is what I cooked this day. This is what I cooked this day. So it was a very funny story that one of our members, Nitin, he's big time foodie. So he keeps on posting pictures. So one junior who just came here, they're like, hey Nitin, when are you cooking food for us? So we do have that, but it's not like where they share recipes or something like that. But it's like the YouTube is so much filled with that. Like if you just put any dish name, you would get like 20 videos on it, how to cook it.
yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we can try it out. But as he said, like there's a lot of like it'll not be in like what you can
like
call
we usually do events which
ingenious-
is like the need of the hour. So what is needed now for the people, we usually focus on that because there's so much which you can do, but then there is time restrictions and you have to manage your academics with all of this.
Of course.
So it becomes a little difficult, but yeah, we just try our best which we can do in the time which we have.
Yeah. Okay.
And like it's like our student association is like we are not a like what you can call we are an NPO. So we are not funded by any organization or the university.
nor
so
we get paid
we
to
all
do
are
this. So,
like volunteering completely
Working for
over
free,
here,
yeah.
and
So
we
for
need to balance our
us,
activities.
like it's always been like the respect what people have been giving us. That is what I enjoy the most over here
Yeah,
now.
it's nice.
Like
It's really
being
nice.
in ISA, all I care about is what respect I'm getting out of it.
Yeah.
And it feels satisfying. That's why we are doing this.
You're helping a lot of people out.
Yeah.
That's what we all should be doing.
No, like it's feel like one of the intention of joining ISA was just like when new students who are like from 6 months are in just contact on the group,
Yeah.
and one day they physically see you and they thank you, like thank you for helping me come over from there. That feels good.
Like I was just walking
really
by
good.
and then there would be people just saying, hi, I saw your video, it helped me a lot. So it just brings that joy, I would say. That's more important for
That's
us.
nice.
Yep.
Do you guys like celebrities amongst the Indian community then?
No, we wouldn't want to be told, but yeah, we are known among the new students before they come, because we have
celebrity.
A little popular.
because we have this webinars for them,
Okay, nice.
a set of webinars. So we'll interact with them over the video call. So they have seen us on the screen.
Okay,
And
yeah.
they
Your
see-
faces are known.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's an Indian student association because there's so many Indians and lots of other reasons which you've been over. But in an ideal scenario, do you think that there should be an association at TU Delft for every nationality?
This I would like to say from my own personal perspective rather than an association. Yes, it should be there.
Yes.
Because like all the countries have their own culture, the way of thinking, the perspectives are different.
Yeah.
So when they come over here, at least for the transition about people to acclimatize to the new environment, it is better. But at the same time, this association shouldn't isolate themselves, do something just for themselves, but they should try help
the cultural exchange.
Yes, cultural exchange should be the point. Then yes, with that point of view, every country should have an association that helps them integrate over here.
Yeah, it's I think I have a friend who was Costa Rican. When she came here, she was like, oh, I don't have any association. I don't know the people. But then she went to Latitude and then she found a lot of Spanish people. But then it's not that the other associations wouldn't welcome you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's even if you come and you say, oh, I want to attend your events. Oh, I want to do this. We are open to it. Ideally, I think all the associations are more or less like that. It's not that restricted by nationality. It's just people don't feel the preference to go that. I think even the associations need to show themselves that we are accepting towards other nationalities too.
Yeah.
If I think they show, then only people would try to accept it.
Yeah.
There's not an organization for Pakistanis or people from Bangladesh. They would also be welcome then in the Indian Student Association, right? Because I guess this is closely to your culture as well,
If
right?
they're listening to this, any of them, all of them are really welcome to join us. We would be more than happy, because the Indian Student Association, which we name, is just for an identification.
Yeah,
but it is not a boundary.
Yeah, of course.
So we are all from the same culture, the same subcontinent.
Yeah.
So all are welcome.
Politics aside.
Yeah.
Politics aside, because
really nice to hear you guys. Yeah.
and just one question from my side.
Yeah, of course.
To both of you, what is your opinion of ISA? Being an international, whenever someone tells ISA or Indian Student Association, what do you feel like?
I think that would be very nice to hear. Be frank, be honest.
I can also go first if you want. I actually really like that you guys do these events, because I feel like I've learned so much about Indian culture just by being here, and also, I mean, to be fair, I met a lot of Indian people, so through that, talking with them, and then, but also through the events like the Diwali. I didn't know Diwali existed. I didn't even know what Diwali was. But then, I go there and I can experience it, and I can have I can have a better understanding of Indian culture, and I think it's really valuable what you guys do. And I think what you said earlier also about the other, if there are other nationalities and associations associated with them, is really good way to, if you organize events, that are obviously open to everyone to actually facilitate this cultural exchange, which I actually really like about studying here in Delft, because it's such an international environment. And it's not a lot of places where you can experience so many different cultures in such a small space, really.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say Delft is not that massive.
No, yeah, exactly.
You always bump into other nationalities and you can
Always
just
bump into
exchange cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, you said it best, but I think just more internationals need to get involved. So,
Yeah. It is quite good for that.
so we can all celebrate Indian culture together. Because
Yeah,
it's
we
a
would love
very
that.
rich culture.
We would love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Actually, recently, this is not yet fully planned, but we're doing an event with the introduction program, which is called
nice.
as IP Got Talent. So that they used to do it, but this year we are trying to help them facilitate it because we have done the online gig, as I mentioned before, and we can easily do it again. So over there, they're going to be all internationals.
Yeah.
So, and last time you told like you thought it was India Got Talent, and maybe we'll make that happen this time. But it is open for internationals. It is not for
Everyone.
We'll provide the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even though if we doing the work, it doesn't matter like
of
from
course.
what nationality you are, you can just come and perform. So
There was also some really nice, I don't know what to call them, workshops maybe at Diwali.
yeah.
There was like a dance group.
There was 2 workshops, which was one was Bhangra workshop
Yeah.
and
that's the one.
Which is dancing style, right?
yeah,
The artwork.
the artwork workshop.
Yeah, I missed this one. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
enjoyed that
these are really
also
nice
quite.
things
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
people involved.
And I think the workshops were also free.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was free. It just at first come first serve basis. And I think we had in Bhangra workshop we had international people too.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Do you guys? Okay, so is it now
Legends of TU Delft.
Yes.
time for the end
it's
of
time
the?
for
This was
tea.
I think there was a good note to end on. So now we have the.
Yeah. So this segment in our podcast we do TU Delft Legends, and more recently we've wanted our guests actually.
Just because we ran out of stories.
No, it's not that.
No, it's not that. But do you guys have any story that you want to tell us about the Indians?
yeah.
About ISA?
ISA.
should I tell
juicy
the pop
stories.
quiz story?
Yeah, juicy stories. Yeah, anything.
Juicy stories.
Or anything.
No,
Tell us everything, guys.
certain very juicy ones we'll keep it to ourselves. But yeah, we did. You can say interesting stories.
Okay.
We had an event called the pub quiz.
Yeah.
And it was something like a one-off event which was usually not done previously. It was
So it's not a festival or something, but we just tried it, a pub quiz event, and it was quite open for everyone. And like we had, like after the pub quiz was done, we had a Bollywood DJ music. So it was just people come in, and we had like a pub booked over there in near the station. And we had a lot of people coming in, just dancing. It was literally like a bar where you just go and enjoy Bollywood music. And the most funny story was that this till date, people tell me, "Oh, dude, you have to do the pub quiz again because it was so much fun." There was this group of 3 people, and they had their event. They had their event in BK, and after a very exhausting, tiring day, they actually came to the event just to dance, and they literally lost their shit. Like they were dancing so amazing and so crazy that there were 2 levels of podiums, like 2 levels, and on the upper floor people just moved back like, okay, let them dance. They are pretty enjoying. So to let people remember the pub quiz as that one of the things that we saw these 3 people, crazy people dancing amazingly, and
Nice.
so we have many such stories.
yeah,
which
it was like a one-off event because it was,
Infamous dancing pub quiz.
yeah, you can say that, and it was a weekday, so we were not really sure whether people will turn out.
but the whole pub was full.
So what pub was this? The Gist, the one by the station? Or?
No.
It was the
In
one
the
by the
south?
station itself. The one behind the station in front of the pizza place.
It's not a pub. It's a
pub.
It's more of a pub. Yeah.
It's a pub, and like since it was a weekday, we expected less number of people, and you should have heard the Indian snack samosa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
We had ordered a less number, thinking that there'll not be a turnout, and an hour into the event, we were sold out. And so we had to take a risk, like call up saying that just get more
We had already
samosas.
ordered 100 samosas already. They were there. They
Sold
were
out. 100
gone,
samosas were sold
sold out. And then people like, hey, we want more. At that moment, we had to call a caterer saying that, hey, is it possible to deliver 50 more samosas within half an hour?
And they did.
And they did. Oh,
And
wow.
they did, and that was also sold out.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the board members didn't get to eat.
But it was super fun.
But it was
like,
a super.
Yeah.
And we
providing for the people.
Yeah, and we were all in a kind of an outfit where with the suspenders
Yeah.
over there and the
nice.
jeans and white shirts.
Nice.
We had a nice
Sounds
night.
really nice. Was there any karaoke that night? I remember. No, that was a different night.
Different night.
Karaoke
Was in a different. the night of
Karaoke was in the Diwali.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we had a separate room for
For-
karaoke. I don't know whether you guys went there,
I
but
wasn't there, but I was told
Yeah.
about it. I missed out.
Yeah. It's okay, you have not missed a lot. You still have a year left.
Yeah.
and fingers crossed we'll have it again this year.
So
Nice.
Things crossed.
we'll have it bigger and better. Hoping so. Fingers crossed.
So
Cannot wait.
that was a nice point.
Lovely.
And yeah, it was really nice having you guys on. I think everyone should come to the events once they start again of the Indian Student Association.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll promote your events. We'll continue to promote your events
Yeah,
on,
we'll
on the podcast once they
Just
start up
let us
again.
know.
Yeah.
Slide
yeah,
in our
people
DMs.
people just have to keep an eye on ISA Delft Instagram page,
Okay.
and
That's
we just keep on
ISA
post-
Delft. Just
Yeah,
at
ISA
ISA Delft.
Delft.
Okay, cool.
And you
Yeah.
tweet as well?
No, we are not active on Twitter right now.
Oh,
But
right, okay.
yep,
Yeah, we are
Instagram
sometimes
is the-
active on Facebook too. Like we just post the
Yeah,
events, but we
let's
just
face
like
it,
to
Instagram is
focus
the
all the
channel.
energy on Instagram.
And yeah, and by, like if it's promotion, then we would like really in the coming days, not only in our board, in the upcoming years, we would like to see more internationals being a part of our events.
Nice.
Explore the Indian
Yeah.
culture. We try to do it
Oh,
as authentic as possible.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
what point I'm gonna keep for the next board too, where they have coming. You have to incorporate internationals no matter what. Like you have to do events which get them
To come.
in the
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that was a really good point for me too.
Okay.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
for
thank you
coming
very much,
on.
Sid
It was
and,
really nice.
Vivek.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah,
Roy.
I totally enjoyed this. Like, it was nice. Thank you so much.
It's nice
guys.
sitting
so
down
much.
with you guys and
Thank you for the food too.
Yeah, it's alright. Unfortunately, there's none left.
So that's the sign of good food.
So we'll just drink some more wine.
All right.
Cool. Okay. I've been Tom,
And I'm Emre.
and see you next time on the Cone.
See you.
Bye.